If you'd told me 5 years ago that I'd be making a game to teach young people the narrative of Scripture, then I probably would have laughed at you. Then I would have cried with you. And then I would have asked you to scull a gallon of milk so I could watch you vomit. I was a youth pastor. It's all I knew. I knew teenagers. I knew kids. I understood that world. I had a family. I've got a son who thinks it's really cool that I come to America. He goes, "Daddy, you'll bring me back Frozen toys?" I don't know why he speaks like that. He just does. So I went to Walmart and I got him Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes! My daughter has 2 settings. She laughs or she cries. So pretty much she laughs when I leave and she cries when I get home. So does my wife. I wasn't ready for travel. I wasn't ready to make a game. I had no idea how to write a game, make a game. I knew how to play games because it's kind of all I did. It was a very confusing time, but see, now more than ever, young people need a digital space. They need us to transfer our mindsets into the places they're living. See, the ends of the earth has kind of changed. Sure, there's still unreached people groups in the world, but there's also this unreached demographic right here in our homes. They're digital kids. They've grown up differently. They've all got Bibles. That's not the problem. The problem is getting them to open them. And so we've got this unreached group of digital learners just on our doorstep, in our homes. See, they're not like us. They didn't grow up as passive recipients watching 4 to 6 hours of TV, growing up with the sage on the stage model. It's like me, I'm like Gandalf right now. They couldn't handle this. They've grown up as active participants. Their idea of learning is clicking like, is uploading a video to YouTube, is experiencing learning differently. They're not the sponges we were. They're the clickers and the tickers and the involved, the tactile. And you know, the world has caught on to this. Where we grew up watching TV, these kids grow up watching TV. But see, TV has changed. Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, what are they doing now? It's not just about watching TV, it's about having a mobile device. And they're on their mobile device, it's called second screening. They're watching Nickelodeon, they're watching Disney, and then they're experiencing an even deeper, richer experience through this second device. See, these kids are learning differently. And the answer for us is not to say, "Oh, no, 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 that's bad." It's to say, how can we embrace this technology for the good of God? For the Scriptures to get into their hearts, into their minds, and change them from the inside out. Minecraft has thousands, millions of kids playing. Why? Not because it's particularly aesthetically pleasing, but because they can actively participate in the experience. And that's an exciting world for us to get into. See, it's our responsibility to get into that space, and it's what we did when we created the Aetherlight. We looked at what kids were doing, at how they were learning, and we decided that we could open up the Scriptures to them through allegory, through gaming. But you know what? 2 things were said to us when we said we wanted to do this. People said, "Thank you. It's what we've always wanted. In fact, if I had the money and the know-how, I would have done it long before you." And other people said this, it's crazy. "Don't stuff it up." They were saying that we couldn't stuff it up, that we didn't have permission to fail. Why? Because so many people had failed before us. Because kids are the most discerning of audiences. They are the most discerning of audiences. What we needed to provide when we created this game to teach the narrative of Scripture had to be excellent. But see, if it's true what Solomon said, that there's nothing new under the sun, then we weren't going for originality. That's not the goal anymore. The goal has to be innovation. The goal has to take what is great and make it greater, what is good and make it gooder. That's a word in Australia, obviously not here. We're all convicts, we make up words we can. See, the thing is this, we have to make better. It's not enough for us to say about our sermons, about our kids' ministry, about our games, "Oh, it's good enough, God will do the rest." it'll make do, it'll get the point across. That's not good enough anymore. Because you know what? These kids need better, and God requires better of us. He requires us to stretch our creativity, to stretch our minds to the very ends of where they can go to create the best possible human experience so that when He partners with it, it becomes exceptional. It becomes superhuman. We need to become innovators. We need to become creatives that offer something excellent to our young people. Michelangelo, the artist, not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, painted a painting on the roof of the Sistine Chapel. It shows God at the very extension of His body and shows humanity, no H, like herb, like this. Unfortunately, that has been our experience. God is stretching out, but are we stretching? Today I challenge you. Let's make sure as children's workers, as creators, as innovators, that we too join in the stretch, and together we will create a partnership with God that can change lives and create strong bonds for the rest of time. Thank you so much.